The defense in the trial of controversial pastor Timothy Omotoso will today take its argument for a possible appeal in the Supreme Court of Appeal. The case was postponed to allow the defense time to prepare its argument for an appeal after the presiding Judge Mandela Makaula refused to recuse himself from the case after a request by the defense. Omotoso and his co-accused are facing 97 sex-related charges in the Port Elizabeth High Court. For what we can expect today, we now cross to our reporter, Jayed-Leigh Paulse, who is in Port Elizabeth. Jayed, what can we expect today?
Okay.
All right, there seems to be a connection problem there. Let's see if we're still able to get through to her. Jayed-Leigh, are you able to hear Joburg? What can we expect today in terms of proceedings in the Timothy Omotoso trial? All right, we will come.
Well, the Timothy Omotoso trial is expected to start at 2 o'clock this afternoon. It was supposed to start at 9:30 this morning, but it has been put to 2 o'clock as further dignitaries are going to take part in the trial and will sit in on the processes. But what is interesting to note is that the Jesus Dominion International Church has actually released a statement, the very first time they have spoken to media, just detailing what they think of the Omotoso trial and asking the general public as well as the judiciary to really have Timothy Omotoso go through a fair and unbiased trial. With me right now, I am joined by an attorney, Mr. Kuban Chetty, who's going to be breaking down what this means for the Omotoso trial. We saw that the defense lawyer, Peter Doberman, has tried to recuse Judge Mandela Makaula and is now seeking legal advice from senior counsel. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Chetty. Just tell us, what exactly does that mean?
Thanks for having me, Jade. Well, basically what's happening is they're doing a leave to appeal application. The initial application for recusal was denied by Judge Makaula, and now they're doing the leave to appeal application. If this leave to appeal application is allowed, then they can appeal this application for the actual recusal of the judge. If it's dismissed, it's one of two things: the trial can continue, failing which they can petition the Supreme Court of Appeal for leave to appeal further.
Now, a lot of people are wondering, is Mr. Doberman an advocate? Is he a lawyer? We saw the bar issuing out a statement there saying that he is in fact not an advocate. Can you just also tell us more about this?
Yes, the General Counsel of the bar issued a circular where they stated that he does not form part of the bar society, the bar association. He does form part of the law society. He is an attorney, and as such, practicing as such. He does have the right of appearance in the High Court, as do all other attorneys to practice as such.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chetty. While Desiree, a few of the congregants are starting to arrive, a very large police contingency also earlier on, but they have dispersed right now. Like I told you, court will resume at 2 o'clock, where Timothy Omotoso and his co-accused Zikiswa Sito and Lusando Solani will be appearing in the Port Elizabeth High Court.
Jayed-Leigh, has there been some sort of reaction to the statement that has been released by the church?
Indeed, there has been. I think a lot of people were wondering, when will the Jesus Dominion International Church speak out as an entity? We saw the first statement being released there saying that they're going to still support Timothy Omotoso, who they believe is innocent, and have really called on the judiciary to have a fair trial with regards to Timothy Omotoso. And I suppose that brings in the whole recusal of Judge Mandela Makaula by the defense, asking him to step down as he is biased, and he hasn't been practicing, or rather they haven't seen him practicing in the right manner with regards to the way he has been handling the cross-examination, with regards to the way he handled Cheryl Zondi under cross-examination. So really the church standing with Timothy Omotoso and asking the judiciary to really have a fair trial in this regard.
Thank you so much. We will await updates from you as the show progresses. Jayed-Leigh Paulse is in Port Elizabeth.